I was really excited. I thought it was really smart, and I thought it was thrilling and dark and psychologically disturbing and interesting and messy. You know, just the relationship stuff. So I was thrilled. I was excited to be a part of it. Her journey was incredible, and her character arc was challenging and interesting and always changing and evolving, and season 2 just picks up on that. It just keeps growing and moving for her. And honestly, as an actor, it's very exciting because I would get a new script and it would be a shock. Oh, wow, now this is happening. And, you know, it was always creative. That was the thing that was exciting, is that I got to be physically creative. I got to be emotionally creative. Story-wise, I got to really add my input as far as keeping her character strong in a feminine way, keeping her very human, you know, instead of getting into very stereotypes that can happen with women on camera. And sometimes characters are there just to be delivering exposition or trying to move the story forward so that the audience is getting the information they need. But with her, there was always something to connect to, and it was fun. Yeah, she's going to do what it takes to survive and to try to do the thing that she thinks is right. I don't think even characters, when they're considered evil, are doing something because they're trying to be evil and twisting their mustache. You know what I mean? I think it's because they think that this is the right thing to do. So it might not be in line with what this character's idea of what right or wrong is. And so I think that's the fun thing about season 2, especially, well, season 1 also, but you start to question everyone's moral code, but they really believe they're doing the right thing. I love how brave she is, and I love her determination and her, I feel like she's got a bit of a warrior spirit. She doesn't really give up, but she does it through love, and I think that's a really interesting combination, because she'll be fighting through something, but it's coming through her vulnerability, and so it's a great combo, the power and vulnerability that she has. But she puts herself right in the thick of it. Even though she might be terrified, she'll do it anyway if she thinks that's the right thing to do. The thing I like least about her is that she makes really she makes really bad mistakes with relationships. Like she's so because of, you know, we discover after season 1 she clearly didn't have anyone in her life there to guide her. So I think it's really cool to develop as a character that, you know, she clearly has male issues, and then she discovers now she's got mom issues too, and all of these things. Her whole life is not what she thought it was. So I think it's too bad that she doesn't know how to reach out and make the right decisions with her relationships to make things the way she wants it to be. We have a new virus, and the CDC is investigating this new virus on a Windjammer cruise ship, and then this investigation leads them to this mysterious island that's inhabited by a cult. We have a couple of new characters. Steven Weber is on. He's a recurring guest star, and he's the leader of this cult. So he's a very interesting, eccentric, mysterious, and dark character. And then we also have Matt Long, who is a series regular. He's a new CDC scientist, and he's kind of the charming, fun, light. Yeah, so he's kind of going to bring us some of the humor into the CDC team. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to show up on the island in a different way than the CDC does. So I am there, but I'm isolated from everyone. And what's been great for me is that each episode has been a completely different journey in the second season. I think people are fascinated by death. I think that's the thing that goes into like Walking Dead and those kinds of, you know, those types of characters. But I think the thing, especially with Helix, the success of Helix, is that the virus is real. The virus is outbreaks, it's a very real fear, and it's a real threat for everyone. Everyone is concerned about that, and clearly we're in a position right now with Ebola spreading around that it's terrifying, and it's a horrible way to die, and it's a very scary disease, and there's a fear that it's accessible, it's plausible. And so Helix is a really grounded sort of drama in sci-fi, and the characters are pretty real and all of those things. So then when you mix that on top of it, I think it's just it's an interesting way for the audience to connect to what's really bothering them out in the world, but then they get to escape into sci-fi, mystical, magic world for a little while on top of it. Be immortal. Because it's really hard to die if you're immortal. But yeah, just be immortal. Get your silver eyes on. I think part of it is that I have a specific kind of look and way about me that, you know, I think people just thought, let's give her a weapon and put her in some crazy makeup and make her fight somebody or do something. But I enjoy it. I like the magic. I like the element of possibility outside of the everyday norm. I think it's a really nice way of blending that idea of people connecting to characters that feel very real to them and something that they can relate to and understand, and then you put them in this fantasy on top of it, and it's it just gives a little bit of hope and mystic stuff to their life. It's just more fun. I saw the pilot. Yeah, it's very good, and the cast is great, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Of course. Of course, who doesn't want to be in a superhero show? That would be awesome.